Hello. In the today's video, we will discuss about chemical bond, and in the chemical bond, we will discuss about formal charge of any system, formal charge of any atom, or formal charge of any molecule. So basically, we will discuss about formal charge, and one more concept we will discuss, that is resonance. This is a very important topic, resonance, and the characteristics of resonance. What are the resonance effect? That we will also discuss in the today's session. First of all, formal charge. So what is the definition of formal charge? It is a difference between number of valence electron. What is it? Is a difference between number of valence electron of that atom of an isolated state. If any atom is present in isolated state, that is number of electron, and the number of electron which is assigned to the atom in Lewis structure. So that difference is called as your formal charge. So mathematically it is Na minus Nm, Qf is equals to formal charge, or it will be elaborated in the form Na minus Nlp minus 1/2 Nbp. So this is number of electrons in lone pair, number of electrons in bond pair. And what is Na? It is the number of valence electron. What is this Na? Number of valence electron in a shell of a free atom. So we will calculate the formal charge. First of all, we will take example. So this is Qf, Q is the formal charge, and these are the remaining symbols containing spaces. So the first example, we will calculate lone pair of ozone molecule. We will calculate lone pair of ozone molecule. So ozone contains O3 formula, O and O, and we know that the formula of ozone molecule, which contains first oxygen, second oxygen, third oxygen. These are the lone pair of oxygen atoms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 3 lone pair. So this is one lone pair, this is 2 lone pair containing 4 electrons. Means this is your 1 lone pair, this is your 2 lone pair, this is your 3 lone pair. Pair, it means it contains already 2 electrons. So we have to calculate charge on oxygen atoms. So we know that as Lewis bond is there, it means that, so it contains, what is the valence of oxygen? 2. So Lewis bond is there, it contains negative charge. Excess of bond is there, positive charge. Equal bond, according to valency, there is no charge. But we have to calculate this charge according to this formula, Q1, Q2, Q3. So that is QF1, formal charge of first oxygen atom. So how many valence electrons are present in first oxygen atom? Oxygen atomic number 8, electronic configuration 2, 6. So 6 valence electron minus number of lone pair, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lone pair electron. So how many lone pair electron? 4 lone pair of electron minus 1/2 into bond pair electron. So first oxygen contains 2 bond means again 4 electron. So what will be the answer of this one? 6 minus 4 minus 2. 6 minus 4, 2 minus 2, 0. So there is no charge on this first oxygen atom. Second oxygen atom, that is QF2. Again oxygen atom is there. Second oxygen, lone number of valence electron, 6 minus lone pair electron. So how many lone pair is there? 2 lone pair electron. So we are writing here 2 minus 1/2. This is your formula, minus 1/2. Number of electron comes in bonding pair, 1, 2, 3. 3 bonds are there for second number oxygen. 3 bond means how many electron? 6 electrons are there. So 6 minus 2 minus 3. 6 minus 2, 4 minus 3 plus 1. So what is the charge on second number oxygen? Plus 1 charge. Third oxygen, QF3. This is the third oxygen atom. So again utilizing this formula, oxygen atomic number 8, electronic configuration 2, 6, 6 valence electron minus lone pair 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lone pair containing electron 6 minus 1/2 into bond pair. So again bond pair electron, 1 bond is there, 1 bond means 2 electrons are there. So what is the answer of this one? 6 minus 6 minus 1. 2 to get cancelled, 1 1. It is minus 1. So this oxygen contains minus 1 charge. So we have calculated formal charge of each and every one oxygen atom according to this formula. Second example, for explanation, we will take second example regarding to the same calculation. Again we will calculate the number of formal charge of an each and every one atoms in the molecule. So first of all we will take example of azide molecule. Not azide, we will take a resonance structure of N2 molecule. Azide means N3. We will take this one N2O. So the structure of molecule will be like this one, and double bond and double bond O, and lone pair are 1 2 3 4. This is 1 2 3 4. So these are lone pair. We know that nitrogen has 3 valency. If nitrogen contains excess bond, then it will be a positive. Less bond, it will be a negative. So but we have to explain this concept according to this formal charge basis. So this structure comes into the resonance. So we will discuss also what is meant by the resonance by the lone pair of electron. So by the resonance, these electrons shifted toward this one side. Oxygen will be this side. So first of all, we will calculate triple bond system. The nitrogen, then this charge is shifted on this oxygen atom. This is plus, this is. So this is your system. So we will discuss about only first of all this structure. How to calculate lone pair of these atoms or the elements. First, second and third. Formal charge of an each one species QF1. So we know that there are 3 atoms. QF1, that is for first nitrogen atom. QF1. So nitrogen atomic number 7, electron configuration 2 for you, 5 electrons in the valence shell. So 5 minus lone pair 1 2 3 4, 4 lone pair electron minus 1/2 into bond pair. So how many bonds are there? 2 bonds for this first nitrogen. 2 bond means how many electron? 2 bond means 4 electron. 1 bond contribute 2 electron. 5 minus 4 minus 2. So 5 minus 4, 1 minus 2, it will be minus 1. So the first nitrogen contains minus 1 charge. Second, QF2, second nitrogen atom. Generally it has 4 bonds, so answer will be plus 1. But how it will be? Again this formula. Na, number of electrons in the valence shell of nitrogen, 5 valence electron, minus lone pair. How is there any lone pair? No, 0. Minus bond pair, 1/2 into bond pair. So how many bonds are there? 1 2 3 4. 4 bonds are there. To left side, to right side. So 4 bond means 8 electrons are there. 5 minus 4. So answer is plus 1. 5 minus 4 plus 1. So plus 1 is the answer for formal charge. Third one, QF3. QF3. So what is the formal charge of oxygen atom? Answer will be 0 because equal valence is there. How answer will be 0? Oxygen atomic number 8, electron configuration 2 6. So it will be 6 minus 6 valence electrons are there in oxygen atom. 6 minus bond pair and lone pair. How many lone pair? 1 2 3 4. 4 lone pair minus 1/2 into bond pair. 2 bonds are there. Again 4 electrons are there. 6 minus 4, that is 2 minus 2. It will be a 0. So oxygen contains no any charge. So these are the lone pair system. One more example. Phosphine molecule. Formal charge of phosphine. Phosphine means pH3 containing molecule. Phosphorus contains 3 bonds. pH3. So this is your structure of phosphine. And again the formula is what? Formula is QF is equals to. QF is equals to Na minus NLP minus 1/2 LBP. This is your 1, this is your 2, this is your 3, and this is your 4. all hydrogen looks like same, environment of all hydrogen is same, so calculate for any one. So we will directly consider as 1 1 and 1, and this is your number 2. So QF1 is equals to, so hydrogen atom, valence electron only 1. Is there any lone pair for this hydrogen? No, that is 0. 1/2 into bond pair, one bond is there, it means that 2 electrons. 1 minus 1 is equals to 0. So is there any charge on hydrogen atom? No any charge. Phosphorus atomic number 15, electronic configuration 285. So 5 electrons in the valence shell. It means that 5 minus, is there any lone pair? Yes, 2 lone pair of electron according to this formula. 2 lone pair electron minus 1/2 into bond pair. How many bonds are there? 1 2 3. 3 bond means how many electrons? 6 electrons are there. So 5 minus 2, 3 minus 3 is equals to 0. So is there any charge on phosphorus? No. So this molecule does not any positive and negative charge. This is neutral type of system. Next concept, limitations of octet rule. We know that what is octet rule or what is Koszul-Lewis theorem. Any molecule is formed at that time 8 electrons are there in their valence orbital, but there are some limitations for octet rule. So what are the limitations of octet rule? Generally 2 objections are there, that is 2 limitations have been observed. First one is incompleted octet and second one is expanded octet. There are some molecules in the chemistry in which a central atom, if molecule is ABT type, the molecule is AB2 type, if the central atom is unable to show octet, means it contains less electron than 8 in their valence state, but periphery atom contains octet. This is called as incomplete octet. And some molecules are there. Again AB2 type, second example is there. Some molecules are there. Central atom contains more than 8 electron in orbital state, but periphery atom again completed the octet. This is called as expanded octet. So what are the examples of incomplete octet and expanded octet? We'll discuss one by one. So first one is incompleted octet. So what is meant by incompleted octet? Incompleted octet rule. Central atom in a molecule unable to show octet, but atoms of periphery, म्हणजे आजूबाजूचे atoms of periphery shows octet in molecular state. So we discussed about example. First example, beryllium chloride, BeCl2, beryllium chloride. So we know that how to draw the diagram. First of all, this is your structure. Beryllium chloride is linear type of molecule. Beryllium atomic number 4, electronic configuration 22, and chlorine atomic number 17, electronic configuration 287. Centrally beryllium orbital. At periphery, which orbitals are there? Chlorine orbitals are there. So beryllium, this is your chlorine, this is your chlorine. We know that single covalent bond, it means that 1 electron share. Here again single covalent bond, it means that 1 electron share. How many we have to draw for beryllium? Only 2. One is here and one is here. Beryllium electrons are cross and chlorine electrons are denoted by dot. So chlorine, if beryllium donate 1 electron, so beryllium share 1 electron, then chlorine also share 1 electron. Second chlorine also with the same. At the same time, how many we have to draw for beryllium? Only 2 electrons, that is drawn. But chlorine, how many we have to draw? 7 drawn. Out of 7, 1 is completed. Remains 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second chlorine also same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the 7 electrons of chlorine. If you observe the orbital of chlorine, this is your orbital of chlorine. octet is completed. If you are observing octet of this one, octet is completed 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. But if you are observing the orbital of beryllium, only 4 electrons are there. So this is your example of incomplete octet. This is an example of incomplete octet. Second example with single covalent bond. Second example, BF3 type molecule. BF3. Again the structure will be planar, trigonal with 120-degree angle. So this is your BF3. Centrally boron, at periphery fluorine. Boron atomic number 5, electronic configuration 2 3, and fluorine atomic number 9, electronic configuration 2 7. So at center there is a boron, here fluorine, fluorine and fluorine. So single covalent bond, single covalent bond, single covalent bond. So electrons is cross, electrons is dot. So how many electrons are there? 3 electrons. 1 2 3. So 3 electron completed. But fluorine, how many we have to draw? 7 we have to draw. Out of 7, 1 is engaged in the bond. Remain 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is your orbital diagram of fluorine. Octet is completed by fluorine. Octet is completed by fluorine. Octet is completed by fluorine. But boron contains only 6 electrons in the orbital state. So that is example of incomplete octet. That is an example of incomplete octet. Same example for BCl3. So which of the molecule shows incomplete octet? First one, beryllium chloride. Second one, boron trifluoride. Then lithium chloride, beryllium hydride. So these are the examples. Examples: lithium chloride, then LiCl, beryllium hydride, then beryllium chloride. So these hydrogens show duplet, while all other elements show octet. Then BF3, boron trifluoride, BCl3, boron trichloride. These are the examples of incomplete octet state. Second examples, that is limitations of octet rule. Expanded octet. Same definition. Again, central atom contains more than 8 electron in valence shell of molecule, but periphery atom contains octet. So this is an example of expanded octet. Means central atom is more than 8 electron, but periphery atom completed octet. First example, PCl5, phosphorus pentachloride. Phosphorus pentachloride. So what is the structure? Phosphorus pentachloride. Phosphorus pentachloride. What is the structure of molecule? Phosphorus pentachloride is trigonal bipyramidal molecule. This is your trigone, and this is above the plane, below the plane. So 5 chlorine atoms are there. So phosphorus atomic number 15. Atomic number 15. So valence electrons are 5. 2 8 5 is the electron configuration. So 5 valence electrons are there. Chlorine atom, atomic number 17. Valence electrons are 7 valence electron. So when you are drawing the structure, centrally phosphorus and 5 chlorine atoms are there. 1 2 3 4 and 5 chlorine atoms are there at periphery. So phosphorus 5 valence electron we have to draw. 1 2 3 4 5. If phosphorus share 5 electron with the 5 chlorine, then 5 chlorine also share 1 electron. So here 1 electron share, 1 electron share, 1 electron share due to single bond, 1 electron share, 1 electron share. How many we have to draw for phosphorus? 5. 1 2 3 4 and 5 we are completed. For chlorine, first chlorine, how many have to complete? 7. Out of 7, 1 is engaged in bond. 6 remain. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Same with the all chlorine. So this is your expanded octet. If you are observing orbital of every chlorine, it contains 8 electrons. But when you are observing orbital of phosphorus in molecular state, 10 electrons are there. So this is an example of expanded octet state. So second example, SF6. Second example, sulfur hexafluoride. So sulfur hexafluoride, this is octahedral geometry. Octa means 8, hedral means angle. So 8 angles are present for sulfur atoms. So 6 bonds are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is your orbital diagram. Sulfur atomic number 16, valence electron, 6 valence electron. Fluorine atomic numbers 9, valence electrons are 7. So cross is the valence electron for sulfur and dot is for fluorine atom. So single bond, single bond, single bond, single bond, single bond, single bond. It means 1 electron share of sulfur. Then fluorine also share 1 electron. All are having same environment. So same diagram is there. If you are observing the orbital of sulfur, it contains 12 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 valence electrons are present in the orbital state of sulfur in molecular state. But fluorine contains 8 electrons. It means that central atom is completed their octet, but central atoms are unable to show octet, but periphery atom are completed with their octet. Central atoms showing expanded octet state. So this is an example for expanded octet state of a molecule. One more example, that is IF7. This is also example of expanded octet state. Then H2SO4. This is also an example of expanded octet state. So incomplete octet state, it means that central atom is unable to show octet, less electron than 8, and expanded octet means more than 8 electrons in their valence shell.